All right, let's talk about something I think we all know way too well, that feeling of being completely and utterly drained. But what if I told you the problem isn't that you need more energy? What if it's actually about losing the energy you already have? Let's dive in. You know that feeling, right? You get a full night's sleep, you've had your coffee, but you are still just running on fumes. It's so frustrating. But look, you're not lazy, you're not broken. There's probably just something else going on right under the surface. And this is the whole idea in a nutshell. Feeling drained isn't a weakness, it's a signal. It's your body's alarm system telling you, hey, we've got a leak. Today, we're going to play detective and find those leaks. And the four biggest culprits are usually overthinking, negative emotions, having the wrong priorities, and all those unconscious habits. So, first up, let's talk about the silent thief of your energy. Overthinking. The source material calls this mental motion without progress. And I mean, how perfect is that description? This image just nails it, doesn't it? Your mind feels incredibly busy, like it's running a full-on marathon. But at the end of the day, you look around and you haven't actually gone anywhere. You've just burned a ton of energy to stay in the exact same spot. So, what does this look like in real life? Well, it's constantly replaying that awkward conversation from yesterday, it's spinning out a million what if scenarios about the future, or it's getting trapped in those awful loops of self doubt. All of that mental chaos yanks you right out of the present moment. And that is a massive energy drain. And really, it all boils down to this. Overthinking just creates this thick fog of confusion. But the second you find clarity, it's like plugging that leak. You immediately get your power back. Okay, so that's overthinking. Our second major energy leak is all about our emotions. Because here's the thing, they can be this incredible source of fuel, or they can become an incredibly heavy weight to carry around. And this image just says it all, right? When we don't actually process our feelings, we end up hauling them around with us, kind of like this heavy, dark cloud. It's this constant, low-level burden that just saps our strength all day long, whether we realize it or not. And what are these weights made of? Well, they often show up as fear about what might happen, or resentment over things that happened in the past. It could be guilt for something we did or maybe didn't do. And of course, that simmering anger. When these are left unchecked, they become serious, serious energy leaks. And here's the thing you have to remember. Trying to push these feelings down doesn't make them go away. Nope. They just go underground and keep draining you silently from behind the scenes. The only way to get your energy back is to go through them. You have to feel them to heal them. All right, this leads us right to our third leak, and man, this one is a big one in our world today, having the wrong priorities. This is how you fall into that trap of being busy all the time, but feeling completely empty inside. You know, we have this crazy idea that being busy means you're being productive or energized. But just look at this. Your clock can be spinning like crazy while your battery is just draining down to zero. Activity without being aligned with what matters to you? That's just a fast track to burnout. So what does this actually look like? Well, it's saying yes to things when your whole body is screaming no. It's chasing after approval from other people instead of listening to what you really want. And it's that constant cycle of putting out fires, doing what's urgent, instead of investing your energy in what's truly important. And this right here is the heart of it. When you have a clear purpose, it acts like a magnet, pulling all your energy in one focused direction. But without that purpose, your energy just gets scattered everywhere and wasted. Okay, finally, let's talk about the sneakiest energy leaks of them all, our small everyday habits. These are the hidden drains that we barely even notice, but they add up to a huge energy loss over time. I absolutely love this visual of the phone with the leaking battery because it's exactly what's happening to us. We do these little things every day, these seemingly harmless routines, and we don't realize that each one is poking another tiny little hole in our energy tank. And what are we talking about here? Oh, you know 'em. That endless, mindless scrolling on your phone, not getting enough good sleep, that constant critical voice in your head, the negative self-talk. And of course, good old procrastination, which drains us with the anxiety of not doing the thing we know we should be doing. The really tricky part is that these things run on autopilot, right? They're operating silently in the background of your life. And that's exactly why just becoming aware of them, simply noticing that you're doing them, is the most powerful first step you can possibly take. Okay, so we've identified the four major ways our energy gets drained. Now for the most important part. How in the world do we plug these leaks and get our energy back? Well, the solution is actually pretty simple and direct. It's a four-step process, and you'll see how each step directly counters one of the leaks we just talked about. To fix overthinking, you have to calm the mind. To fix that heavy emotional weight, you have to process your emotions. To fix the busy but empty feeling, you have to align your priorities. And to fix those hidden drains, you just have to become conscious of your habits. See? It makes perfect sense. And this brings us right back to the biggest, most powerful idea of this whole explainer. Stop trying to find some new magical source of energy. The real goal is to stop wasting the incredible energy you already have. You don't need more energy. You need less leakage. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this one question to really think about. As you look at these four areas, overthinking, emotions, priorities, and habits, which one just screamed, "That's me"? Which one resonates the most with you right now? Which energy leak are you going to start to fix first?